We're heading out to 99th Street in the Falls, it's a small little street. It's basically a few blocks off of Niagara Falls Boulevard by Love Canal. I mean, it's basically, I think it's on Love Canal, which is crazy. But my dad grew up on 79th Street in Niagara Falls, right by the 79th Street Elementary School. Honestly, it makes you really angry knowing that, there's all these people living thousands of feet away, just, with all these horrible, chemicals. And Niagara Falls has a very long history of allowing its citizens to be exposed to chemicals that they should never be exposed to, whether it's buried in the ground or it's released into the air. Kind of hits home a little bit more, right? Because you can picture yourself, in that area growing up, and it's kind of bizarre and of course super sad. And how is this possible? What do you mean to tell me they knew bad stuff and they didn't tell anybody? That's crazy. It's, most people would say it's criminal.
I'm only 28 years old. I didn't even know what the heck Love Canal was. I thought it was just that fenced in area. I didn't know I was actually moving in here when I moved in with my husband. I was like, oh, okay, this is a really nice house. We can have a huge family. We're gonna create a life here. I moved in July of 2021. There's a couple carbon rods here, and there's some rods still here that they kind of missed. So don't wear your shoes inside later, is all I can say. So the DEC is claiming they don't know where this material came from. If you look through this lattice, that's where I found everything yesterday after another rainfall. We have kids here, we have animals here. Our family is tremendously affected by this. Some of these chemicals are constituents from Love Canal. These heavy metals, I've had to take my kids to have them tested for heavy metal poisoning because the lead exceeds residential standards by 124 times. But it's safe here. We're safe. Let's be honest here. We're poisoning people, whether it be through the groundwater, the soil, or the air. My kids are here, and our oldest has severe disabilities. He cannot walk, he cannot talk. He's experiencing seizures. He has hydrocephalus, and his symptoms have been heavily exacerbated since we uncovered this pool, but they have been getting worse and worse over the years. The sump pump is a direct correlation to that, because we got that put in 2023. That same year, I experienced 3 miscarriages. Our oldest son started having seizures, and our oldest has gotten tremendously worse to the point where we don't know what's causing it, and we're trying to help him, and now his service coordinators cannot even enter our home because of what this is. Well, we moved the pile. The DEC told us it was our job to move this and to cover it with tarps from Home Depot. So I had my 4-year-old out here. We thought it was okay. They said it wasn't hazardous to the naked eye. My husband was getting violently ill. He was vomiting, picking this material up. It's coming up from the soil if it's raining. And I'll tell you what, the day after it rained, I could smell that chemical material in my bathroom. I didn't brush my teeth that morning because I was so afraid of what I might have been putting on my toothbrush. If they're gonna be tearing down the deck, removing the pool, my children's playhouse to test this land further, that's thousands of dollars that we have put into this house, making it a home. See you later, I guess.
I think anytime you have a situation where big corporations or even potentially government organizations put people in harm's way, either intentionally or negligently, people deserve to know, and no one should be left in the dark fighting a battle against massive institutions by themselves, especially when lives are on the line. It's too important not to spotlight. At our firm, Richmond Vona, we feel obligated to do that, and it's any way we can help. Again, help is always different. It's either sometimes boots on the ground, sometimes money, sometimes just bringing your people and spotlighting things. So it's whatever we can do to help, we want to do.